Spatial separations. Example 1. In this example, we need to determine the west wall construction requirements for this building being a group D, major occupancy, and it's not sprinklered. So looking at this building within its property lines, that direction being the north, we want to look at the west wall, which is on this side. So on this side, we know that the limiting distance is 5 meters to the property line. The elevation of the west wall looks like this, where we have 2 window openings, 2 by 4 each, and the size of the exposing building face being 5 meters high times 60 meters wide. So the first step to determining the construction requirements is to first determine which spatial separation table is applicable. Is it table B, C, D, or E? So being a group D occupancy, which is light fire load, unsprinklered, we would be applying table B. Now the parameters to input into the table is first of all the size of the exposing building face. So we have 5 meters times 60 meters, which is 80 square meters of building face. The L over H ratio is simply the larger number divided by the smaller number to get 3.2 or 3.2 to 1. Limiting distance we know to be 5 meters away. So if we apply table B and looking at exposing building face, maximum area being 80 square meters, we come across this row and we have 3 sub-rows to consider based on its aspect ratio or the L over H ratio. With our L over H ratio being 3.2, it falls between 3 to 1 to 10 to 1. So we use the middle sub-row. Now using this row, we drag our finger over until we meet up with limiting distance of 5 meters. So that's 29%. So the area of unprotected openings permitted is equal to 29%. So I take this number, 29% that's permitted, and apply table 3237. Okay, table 3237. Being group D occupancy classification, and on the second row here, or second column, the area of unprotected openings being 29%, we fall under this category. So these 3 columns then provide the construction requirements of that exterior wall. So the exterior wall requires 3/4 hour fire resistance rating. The type of construction is combustible permitted, and the cladding must be non-combustible. So the second question is, what if the building is sprinklered? What is the impact on the west wall? So when the building is sprinklered, well, table B will not apply. So what you would apply would be table D for low fire load sprinklered buildings. Table D. So table D, we have the same parameters, 80 square meters, 5 meter limiting distance. Looking at table D, 80 square meters is down to here. 5 meter limiting distance, 58%. So area of unprotected openings permitted is now 58%. Applying the table 3237 again, at 58% permitted, will be in this category, which is requiring 45 minutes fire resistance rating, which is the same as before. Type of construction is combustible permitted, same as before, but now the cladding could be combustible. So then the requirement only for the west wall when the building is sprinklered is a 3/4 hour fire resistance rating, and that's all. You notice that the area of unprotected openings, when you do sprinkle the building, actually is exactly twice the amount of an unsprinkled building. And that works when the L/H ratio is between 3 to 10 to 1. Okay, it's just to double check then, back to the question on number 1. The proposed amount of windows so the actual amount of windows is 2 times 4 times 2, which is 16 square meters, and that converts to 20%. So with the actual windows being 20% comparing to 29% permitted, the proposed windows are acceptable. And that's example 1.